If you feel like you're constantly overthinking, if you feel anxious about outcomes, if you feel like you're chasing people, validation, or results, you are not stuck. You just haven't learned the art of detachment yet. And I say this from personal experience and from my work as a hypnotherapist, where I see a very common subconscious pattern. The belief that says, I will feel safe when this happens. I have struggled with this anxious attachment with people and outcomes. And if you are here watching this video, we know that it's just not fun. It's draining, and you literally do not feel good about yourself. You can't feel magnetic when you are chasing a text from a person who doesn't even value you in the first place. But detachment makes you magnetic. It makes you the main character of your life, and everything you desire starts chasing you. So let's learn the art of detachment. It's one of my favorite topics and has changed the way I experience life, and it can change yours and can make you feel so magnetic. See, attachment is not love. Attachment is the need to control the outcome so you can finally feel safe. But the safety you are trying to extract from people, situations, and results, I hate to break it to you, but you will never find it there. The groundedness that you are seeking is within you. And as long as you believe that your safety lives outside of you, you will keep trying to manage everything and everyone. Overthinking, analyzing, replaying conversations in your head long after they have passed. Checking your phone constantly, trying to predict outcomes. And here's the truth that changed my life, and that can change yours. Uncertainty is the only certainty. Life is meant to change. People, your relationship with people, you are meant to change. That's how we learn, grow, and evolve. So, trying to control everything to feel safe is a strategy that will never work. Detachment is not giving up. Detachment is saying, I can feel safe even when I don't control the outcome. There's a metaphor I love. The tighter you hold on to sand, the more it slips through the fingers. That's exactly what attachment does. The more you cling to a person, to a situation, or to the result, the more you create anxiety in your body, resistance in your mind. You literally create lack in your energy because attachment puts the outcome on the pedestal and not you. It creates this subconscious belief. It's either this or worse or nothing, but detachment shifts you into this. It's either this or something better. And that shift is everything. Your desires are not the problem. If a desire exists within you, you have equal or greater potential to fulfill it. Listen to this again. If a desire exists within you, you have equal or greater potential to fulfill it. The problem is the state of lack you approach it from. We call it the comfort zone, but comfort zone is not comfort. It's just familiarity. If your nervous system is familiar with overthinking, people pleasing, chasing, proving your worth, that becomes your safe state, even when it is exhausting. Detachment is retraining your nervous system to feel safe in self trust, uncertainty, not knowing, not controlling. That's why detachment can feel uncomfortable at first, like you are losing control, which you never had in the first place, but still, you are losing an illusion of control that you thought you had, and that's uncomfortable. But there is so much freedom on the other side. You are literally creating new neural pathways, and that can take time and repetition. So be graceful towards yourself when you are in the transition stage from anxious attachment to detachment, but that is literally emotional freedom. Notice how attachment feels in your body: tight chest, restlessness, waiting mode, urgency, mentally scanning for threats. Now visualize this. You are sitting in a chair, your feet are on the ground, your breath is slow, nothing is urgent, nothing needs to be controlled in the moment. How did that feel in your body? That's how detachment feels. It's regulation, and regulated energy is magnetic. We need to stop romanticizing suffering in the name of love. I understand we grew up watching the kind of movies and shows that not only normalizes but romanticizes the idea of suffering in the name of love. That is drama. That drama sells. But let's keep it to movies and not extend it to something in our real lives. We like peace here. If something constantly destabilizes your peace, that is not love. That is drama. That is dysregulation. Stop getting drunk in your own drama and calling it passion. Attachment says, you regulate me. Love says, I regulate myself and I choose you. A healed person enters relationship from want. An unhealed person enters a relationship from need. Detachment is what makes real love possible because it allows two whole people to meet, not two wounds trying to soothe each other and getting resentful at each other. Again, that is not love, that is attachment. Another powerful shift for me was realizing that nothing is personal. And hear me out. Let me explain this. Nothing is personal so that it's not just a statement but an embodied experience. What people say and do reflects their experiences, their conditioning, their perception, their mind. It's not about you. When someone rejects you, it's not a statement of your worth, it's a statement of their alignment. Some people will just like you for no reason. Some people will just dislike you again for no reason. To some, you reveal the light in them, so they like you. And in some, you reveal their shadows and insecurities, so they dislike you. You see, nothing is personal, it's all conditioning. Nothing is personal, and that realization is freedom. That realization is detachment. Let's talk about manifestation. Manifestation is not obsessing, checking, forcing, waiting. Again, that is attachment. Manifestation is clear desire, aligned action, detached expectation. You plant a seed, you water it, you don't dig up the next day to check if it is growing. Detachment tells your subconscious, I am safe whether this happens or not. And that safety is what allows you to receive. I used to attach my worth to performance. Growing up, I would literally crumble and feel like a failure if I scored a little less. And I was always in the top three, but my worth was so conditional. And in adulthood, that showed up as overworking myself to chase my manager's approval, and oh God, was it toxic. I literally burnt out because I have always been a good student and I have always been a good employee. I will stay late. I will feel stressed about my work even on weekends. I said yes to everything, even when I knew I have a lot going on already. But I wouldn't say no because I believed my value came from external outcomes of my performance. And if something I've learned in corporate jobs is that the more responsible you are, the more you'll continue to get in return. I did reach a point where I was literally burnt out. Stress and anxiety started living in my body, and I knew that something needs to change. This conditional worth needs to go. Everyone else was benefiting, but I was literally left drained, and I didn't want that for myself anymore. Detaching my worth from my performance allowed me to say no. Was it uncomfortable? Let me tell you, the first time you say no after a lifetime of saying yes, it feels terrifying. But on the other side of the discomfort is self respect, energy, time, sanity, peace, and we love peace here. I was also attached to the identity of being shy, quiet, agreeable. If I stayed attached to that identity, I would not be here on YouTube. Detachment allowed me to evolve beyond who I thought I was. Your old identity is not your destiny. I used to overthink whether people liked me or not. That made me a convenience, and let's face it, nobody respects a convenience. Now I ask, is this person even aligned with me? Are they worth my energy? Do I like them? See, you are the main character of your life. You are the side character in everyone else's life. Everyone else is main character in their life, and that is healthy. Here are some practical ways to practice detachment in daily life. If you're overthinking, journal your heart out. Literally pour everything on a piece of paper. When something triggers you, pause and then respond. Regulate yourself first. Don't just react to things. Responding will change the quality of your life. Say no without over explaining. It is terrifying from personal experience, but eventually it is very, very freeing. Apply for that job without tying your worth to the result. Post the content without obsessing over likes. Express your feelings without needing a specific response. Let people misunderstand you without trying to control their perception. That is detachment. Another practice that helps me with detachment is remembering that we are mortal. We are not getting out of here alive. Everything is temporary. So, do you really want to spend your limited time here obsessing, clinging, over analyzing? Or do you want to experience your life with presence and peace? Mortality gives you perspective. At its core, really, detachment is emotional sovereignty. It's saying my peace is my responsibility. My safety is internal. My worth is not conditional. It makes you responsible for your peace and your inner experience and other people for their inner experience. I have lived life anxiously attached and I have lived life detached. And let me tell you, life is lighter here, more powerful. I feel more magnetic because I trust life and universe and myself. Detachment does not take away your ability to love, care, or desire. If anything, it just amplifies it, frees up your mental space to genuinely love, care, and fulfill your potential. You do not need to control everything to feel safe. You do not need someone else to choose you to be worthy. You do not need an outcome to go your way to feel grounded. The safety you are looking for is within you. The power you're looking for is within you, and detachment is how you access it. When you stop chasing your life starts meeting you halfway. So choose peace over control, choose self trust over overthinking, choose detachment not because you don't care, but because you care too much about your energy, your time, and your inner world. If this resonated with you, like this video so it reaches the people who need it. Subscribe if you're on this journey of healing, regulation, and self mastery. And share this with someone who is ready to let go and come back to themselves. See you in the next one. Bye.